It is Ukraine effectively, Ray, a corpse now with respect to its military capabilities? And if it is, would the intelligence community have told Joe Biden, or are they still sugarcoating everything they tell him?
Well, corpse probably no. Life support, yeah. Depends on when Putin wants to pull the plug, so to speak. It comes down to that. Now, when you say the intelligence community, I don't think anybody's paying attention to whatever honest analysts still exists there. What we have is the head of national intelligence, Avril Haines, and the head of the CIA all along telling the president, look, this is going to be fine. The counteroffensives we're very optimistic about. And guess what? Russia's running out of ammunition, and Russia doesn't have any indigenous capability to build more arms. Now, you can't joke
That's
about
not
this,
true.
but it's 180 degrees away from what existed a year ago when they said it. And now, of course, everybody knows. So what they're telling the president now, I don't know. I don't know how capable he is to absorb the fact that, yeah, that's been lost. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do in Gaza as well? So, it's a very, very delicate time, and it's an election year. I fear for what the president will decide to do.
What do you fear?
Well, President Kennedy said in his famous American University speech, look, what we never should do is give a nuclear-armed power the choice between a humiliating retreat or using its nuclear weapons. That's what has happened in Ukraine. And it's not Russia that's going to be tempted to use nuclear weapons. It's a fellow who's running for re-election, who's lost, who, if it becomes very clear he lost in Ukraine, is going to lose the election. And then guess what? There's lots of evidence against him. He might end up like his son Hunter and like Blinken and Sullivan, both of whom are liable for prosecution in jail. So the personal stakes, as I said before, are just as incredibly important as to the situation on the ground.